Good morning and welcome to Herb Oracle Podcast, botanical divination with herbs, essences, flowers, and trees with your host, Herbal Marie. Let's start the day off pulling some oracle cards and getting a few messages. We can shoot the shiitake in a spiritual way-ish. And if you follow me on Instagram, I'll post a pic of the cards at Herb Oracle. Thanks so much for joining me. Here we go. Hey, how's it going? Sometimes it just doesn't feel good sometimes when you don't have a plan. But other times you make your dandelion root tea, and it has a little quote on the tea bag tab, and it says, "There is pleasure in the pathless woods." So shout out to Lord Byron. Shout out to Lord Byron. You'd be called, if you were born today, you'd be called Brian. There is pleasure in the pathless woods. So yeah, we are definitely off the path here. What are your intentions for today? Do you have any? Or are you on a pathless woods? Of course, intentions are a little different than goal setting, I would say. But as far as my morning show goes, I was like, should I do it every day or should I take the weekends off? And so that was really fun for me to get that little message in my teacup today because, why do I feel like I have to only follow a certain path that's already been tread upon? And, that never works for me. So I thought, good for you. You're going to learn something. All right. So we're going to dive right into a message today because some mornings we got to get through this quick. We got to get that message. So I'm going to work with a deck from Tess Whitehurst called The Magic of Flowers. It's an incredibly energetic deck, beautiful cards. And then maybe we'll know the title of this podcast. I was thinking Ego Get 'em. So I want to ask the Magic of Flowers right away, what could be a great topic for us to talk about today? And we get Dahlia, which is a message to attend to the shadow. All right, so we are going to talk about our shadow side this morning. And that really could be ego get 'em, because where do you think your shadow lives? So what I'm looking at here is a beautiful it's kind of a dark card. It's a dark blue card. There's a beautiful woman in a red dress. She's got dark skin and dark hair and a dahlia flower in her hair. She has a metal arm bracelet like up near her shoulder. She's got a matching gold belt. Her eyes are closed and she has one hand on her heart and one hand down near her lower chakras. And she's got her eyes closed and the wind is blowing her sheer scarf. And her crown in the sky is illuminated with this lit dahlia flower. So this is definitely a card to lay eyes on when I post a picture at Herb Oracle. But she is going within. I hate to follow up with this on such a beautiful card, but this card basically says it's time to deal with your shit. That's what it says. To me, it's attend to the shadow, go within, and deal with your shit. Like, quit pretending like you do not have healing work to do, like you haven't been hurt, you don't have a negative side. Like, who do you think you're fooling? Not yourself and not the universe and not, your soul, that's for sure. So we are here in our bodies to deal with all aspects of ourself. I'll quit trying to say to deal with our shit, because it doesn't have to be all bad. But don't fool yourself by running away and turning a blind eye to anything negative about you. The greatest light lessons in learning can come when we dive into our shadow, or just accept our shadow, right? Sometimes I would love to be nice all the damn time, okay? I would love that. I would love to have a heart of gold. I would love to be this. I would love to be that. But let's be real and, admit that we've got some things to attend to. So this card could also mean dreams, mystique. It could also touch upon occult wisdom. This is definitely wanting to put a light on the sweetness of shadows and the transmutation of emotions. How does that feel? Does that bring up anything inside of you? Well, for me, it makes me realize that, we do have dreams, ones that we dream while we're awake and while we're asleep. Mine right before I woke up this morning were hilarious because I set an alarm to get up, but I didn't actually set a sound alarm. I'm just using the vibrate. So, if anyone needs that little tip, if you hate waking up to an alarm, just set it on vibrate only. Like, trust me, it still wakes you up. Might take 30 seconds extra and you'll be like me. Like, all of a sudden in my dream, the phone started ringing. I'm like, could you please answer that? But really, it was actually my phone vibrating on the dresser beside me. So anyways, this card is wanting us to know that we are empowered to change our circumstances for the better and create, the life that we want, the conditions that we want. So yesterday, I can't help but remember yesterday, speaking of getting called out on things we need to deal with, our relationships in life, which everything is relational in life. I mean, you have everything in your life is based on relationships. Did you ever think about that? Like friendships, work relationships, family relationships, your relationships with plants. Like, that's how you know yourself. Everything is relational in the world. If it was just you in your reality, you wouldn't know yourself. So we need relationships of all types. So anyways, we can turn anything around. So anything that's what we learned yesterday. Like, anything we create negatively, we also have the ability to create positively. So this wants us to deal with our painful emotions, pretty much, right? This wants us to deal with our insecurities and our negativities. This card, Dahlia, wants us to deal with our shadows so we can get unstuck and move forward in the direction of our dreams, of our intentions, our inspirations, the things that we just think would be so nice to do. Like, wouldn't it be so nice to have loving relationships? Wouldn't it be so nice to have an abundance of energy? Wouldn't it be so nice to be, just motivated and inspired and guided? I love being guided. And right now my ears are ringing. I feel like I got lots of energy coming in. So this card is saying that, we chose to incarnate here, right now, in order to learn, grow, and evolve. And sometimes we take a look at our life and we're like, oh my God, this is awful. Like, why? Why is this happening to me? But from your soul's perspective, it's like, good. I hope you learn a great lesson. I hope you take away insight. And our soul's happy for us to be having this growth. So anyways, let's talk about the shadow today. Dang. This is definitely going to be a jump off from yesterday too, because we have to go within and clear our energy field, and especially if we're going to go within and be honest with ourselves. And be honest what we need to release. That's a big thing. Like, what do we actually need to release in our life? And how can we feel our feelings fully? See, that's the thing. Okay, all right. Let's be real here. Good morning. Let's be real. We're all pretty much aware of what issues, problems, shadow things that we have going on, but they never go away, right? Why is that? And I think it's because we don't ever allow ourselves to feel them fully. Like, we know we've been hurt and betrayed or whatever, but we don't actually, I'm pounding my hand, we don't actually allow ourselves to feel that frustration, anger, and just like, you know, it gets too much. Like, if we have grief in our life, you know, do we allow ourselves to just be so deep in the grief that it's just almost too much to bear? No, you probably just let yourself feel a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there, but you don't actually allow yourself to feel the feeling. And same thing with like positive things too. You know, on a positive side, like some people like, okay, I'll feel a little bit happy and I'll enjoy and celebrate my accomplishments a little bit, but I don't want to do it too much. Like, I don't want to jinx myself. Like, there are people that do that and you don't realize how you limit and hold yourself back. But we're talking about the shadow. So feel your feelings like 100%. If negativity comes up and you're just like totally irritated and annoyed, just take a minute to really like acknowledge that feeling and feel it and know that it's coming up for a reason. And then, you know, once you feel the feeling, it'll cool down a little bit. But if you keep suppressing it back down, then it's just going to come up again at a later date, probably more intense, and then you're going to notice, right? So sometimes it's just better to feel the feelings, not suppress the feelings, and, you know, then you can see where that goes. All right, so let's get a sip of our tea. Let's drink a little. I'm drinking roasted dandelion root. Yes, let's get that. So I just was sipping my tea, laughing to myself. That, yeah, like, nobody's going to want to come hang out with you in the morning if you're just going to make people feel their feelings and work on their problems. But, hey, I imagine there is going to be a handful of people that are going to get to the point in their life that, yeah, you're going to realize it's time to do this. Yeah, for you. It's definitely, as I stutter along here, it's definitely past time. Like, if you've been just putting on, you know, if you've just trying to make everybody else's life around you nicer by not dealing with your work that you have to do, your inner work, it's time to just, you know, okay, drink your tea. Okay, so let's stick with the Magic of Flowers deck. And let's ask, all right, fine, we get it. We got work to do. I sort of feel like we should ask for clarification, like, okay, what specifically do you think, I mean, there's so much we could work on. What do you think specifically you could point us in the direction to? So let's just see here. Let's see what my cards want to talk about. Maybe some specific shadow work. Okay, I'm going to go top and bottom on this. Okay, so I have these laid out. I'm kind of doing a layout from left to right here. So I've got the Dahlia card. She's looking towards these other two cards that I have face down. And this could be what she's going within to feel about. I was going to say to think about, and we do need to think about, you know, attending to our shadow to a certain extent, but what we really need to do is feel we need to feel about this. So let's flip over these top two cards here. Okay, we've got Lily, the orange day lily, and she is sitting there, you know, with her legs crossed and her hands up and her eyes closed and her chin up, looking to the sky. And this has a message to ask for help. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Like, that's always funny. Like, yeah, cards, that's what I'm doing here. I'm asking for help. No, but this is like, you don't have to go at this alone. You have, I mean, I'm not saying you don't have friends and family and things that could help you, but even more than that, you have guides, you have angels, you have plant allies, you have the herbs, you have all types of resources in the spirit realm to ask for help. You have your higher self. So as we go within to feel this, we could ask, you know, help, please guide me in the direction. Like, please show me. Ooh, be careful before you agree to this. Please show me what it is that I need to work on. So I think we're like revving up to have a full moon in Scorpio. And even if you don't ask, like, things could come to the surface this week. Like, oh, you're gonna know what you need to work on. Okay, so Lily is saying ask for help. Dahlia is saying, okay, we need you to attend to your shadow. Lily's just gonna come in through, roll it with her sweetness and pepperiness. Do you ever eat a daylily? They're kind of peppery. And she's saying ask for help. Okay, let's see what the card down here is. Ooh, dang, Datura. All right, so we have Lily saying ask for help, and on the bottom we have Datura, D-A-T-U-R-A, Datura. She is, this is also a nighttime card. Okay, so it's like Lily's like ask for help, but you're going to go back into the night. She's looking into a crystal ball. She's got some datura flowers in her hair. She's sort of like on her knees, like in front of a window at night. Her dress is all sparkly, and she's looking into this crystal ball, and it's illuminated. And datura is all about true motives. So this could be like you asking yourself what your true motives are. Like, if we were doing a reading about another person in your life, we would question their motives. But this reading is all about you, right? All about the individual. So this message is saying, what is your true motives? Like, what is the motives of your shadow self? Why did you create this? How did you think, not that it did serve you to create this, but how, like, what was the motive of creating that? Like, were you trying to control a situation? Were you trying to control your life? Kind of interesting. All right, so I can't wait for you to see these cards, but it's left us with a little All right, so datura could also talk about astral travel, concealment and invisibility, discernment, divination, enchantment, and magical power. But datura counsels you to look beyond the surface and into the depths to see what lies beneath. So I kind of just feel like Dahlia is saying, attend to your shadow. Lily has said, ask for help. And datura is like, okay, it's okay to ask for help, but remember, you got to go beneath the surface. Dive deep. Go within. In the depths of your darkness, that's where you're going to find your brightest light. Truly. Absolutely. So what can you admit to yourself and to others, right, that is going to bring a new sense of honesty to your life, a new sense of awareness, right? So datura is saying, cut through the murkiness and see, like, what is really going on. And that's discernment to yourself. why do you have this anger? Why do you have this jealousy? Why do you have this long-standing resentment? Like, it's time to really dive deep and go within. So anyways, that's Datura. I want to look up Lily in the book because I know I'm focusing on asking for help, but sometimes like the guidebooks are so useful because it just gives you a different perspective. So Lily's magical specialities can also be angel invocation, divine assistance, divine love, divine beauty, entity clearing and protection. Dang. See, I didn't think about that. Like, do you ever meet somebody, or maybe yourself, that has this negativity that you just can't shake? And like, is it an entity attachment? I mean, that's not really like my cup of tea to talk about, but I mean, I do see that sometimes. Okay, Lily could also mean goddess alignment, harmony, ease, legal success, and safe and harmonious travel. But yeah, it just comes in with this message that you are never alone in the world. You're surrounded by helpful beings in your life, hopefully, sometimes, but definitely unseen in the spirit realm. So that's a great thing, because a lot of people don't really want to believe that there is a spirit world, kind of intertwined with our physical world, but there definitely is. And if you open yourself to that, you'll have a lot more support that you are aware of in your life. So Lily also says, like, ask for help, but release the need to control everything. Like, you don't have to do everything all yourself. We heard that yesterday too. You don't have to do everything yourself. So just say to yourself, help is everywhere for me right now. Help is everywhere. Whew. And then maybe it's a good time to call on that goddess, divine, feminine energy in a powerful way inside of you to help you kind of go within and deal with yo shit. All right, so let's grab this deck again. More cards, please. Okay, so I think what would look good, it would look good if we pulled 3 cards. Do we need 3 cards though? Let's see here. All right, so I'm gonna say maybe, because Forget Me Not jumped out of the deck with a message about having a new perspective. And it also came out with my least favorite garden companion, Morning Glory. So these are definitely still nighttime sky cards. So I love this because so far we only have these dark sky cards. Like, we are going to dive into our shadow and attend to that, what we label as darkness. Lily is like the morning sunrise sky. That's our angelic help coming in. So there is this light that we can tether to. So as you go in to deal in your shadow, deal in, accept, integrate, transform, transmute. We can use a lot of different words here. As you attend to your shadow, you can tether your energy to your light, to the things that you can come back to. Like, there's nothing to fear going into these emotions that you've been running from. There's nothing to fear. You'll know how to come back out of it. But yeah, sometimes you just have to give yourself permission to submerge into it. All right, and let's see what was on the other side of the deck coming in. Ooh. Dang. Okay, we got Crocus upside down. I'm gonna honor that because Crocus is all about cooling down. Like, and I think that's fabulous that I just said you'll know how to come back, but, from your shadow work. But this to me says a lot of the shadow work that might be wanting to be addressed this week with the Scorpio full moon is anger. Good morning. It's anger. It really is. And that kind of goes back to Dahlia wearing a red dress at the beginning of this layout. Yeah, fire. What type of fire have you been trying to extinguish, but it still smolders within you, right? Kind of like a volcano. Like, it might not be erupting today on the island, but the potential lies there all the time. It's like, what's going to set you off? So just be aware of that. If this shadow work is something, that it's going to be explosive, that's why you haven't wanted to deal with it. Crocus says you will be able to calm down. And don't let that fear of not being able to calm down, be something that holds you away from dealing with this. So this is quite the interesting card mix. Crocus is also blues and purples. It's also very shadowy. It's a snow scene. There's a beautiful lady standing in front of a gazebo. During the winter, it's snowing. She's kind of, let me flip it around here. Yeah, she definitely is cooling down out there with the crocuses in the snow. They're peeking out of the snow, but I'm going to leave it upside down because I feel like that definitely has some relevance. Relevance? All right, so we are going to pull a few more cards. Oh my goodness, what do you think? What do you think so far? Like, what do you need more help with, more guidance as far as your shadow goes? Are you angry about anything? Let's take a sip of tea and think about that. So, Morning Glory, that has a message to awaken to the magic. And Forget Me Not has like a new perspective. So if you haven't wanted to do your shadow work ever, maybe you just need to look at it in a different way. Instead of drudgery work, start looking at it how like it might benefit you. A fresh perspective. That's what these cute little forget-me-not flowers symbolize. Its magical specialities are clarity and focus, health, love, memory, organization, efficiency, perspective, and success. So I think today, it really just wants to encourage us, that the solution that you are looking for is within. Like, if you've been wanting to change your life and, you're doing the positive affirmations, you're doing the yoga, you're doing all the positive things, and it's gotten a bit better, but, you'd still love it to be, like, way better. I think Forget Me Not is saying, like, yeah, but your new perspective is going to be from diving into your darkness and finding the love in the loveless places. Like finding the good perspective, the lesson in these situations that we have condemned in our life. Because it's really that judgment and that condemning that you did, that's the problem. So anyways, we are going to get answers. Forget Me Not saying like, yeah, you're going to get your answers, but you got to look at things in a different way. You got to see your challenges as opportunities. And yeah, we need to go within and release old belief systems. Release the limiting mental patterns. Yeah, this is all about patterns, isn't it? Yeah, I was thinking about that last night, actually. Like, we have these bad habits of just falling back into our old patterns with people and ourselves, and that's why things never change. So Forget Me Not is saying keep your mind clear, just like Datura is saying. Use discernment. Have that clarity as you do this work. So I don't think the cards are going to give us any answers, because it's like, yo, B, you need to do your own work. You need to go within. And, let's talk about Morning Glory, because it's funny that she came in. I curse her out in the garden every day, or at least once a week. But she does want us to awaken to the magic. But she also has a message of clarity. So we got lots of messages of clarity coming in with these dark skies, that you can see the stars. That's an interesting thing about Dahlia, Forget Me Not, Morning Glory. You can see the stars in the sky. And that is a message of clarity. It could be the darkest night, but if it's clear, you can see the stars. So take that in. So Morning Glory also is about happiness, simplicity, harmony, intuition, divine guidance, being receptive, and, just a message of relaxing too. So I love it. Let's see what Crocus says. And then, that's our kind of unclear but clear. It's clear. You have to do your work. Crocus's magical specialities, according to the Magic of Flowers companion book, is all about banishing nightmares, cooling violent cooling violent emotions, aggressive emotions. And it does have a message of happiness and wealth too. So I kind of feel like we're going to get to happiness and wealth and abundance and everything we want. But if we don't deal with this fire, this anger, if we don't attend to our shadow, we're just going to keep blocking ourselves from all these amazing things. So feel your feelings, go within, and you will be able to cool down these rages inside of you after you attend to the real reason below them, to what really happened. So ask for help if you need more clarity in seeing that. Like, your guides will offer you mirrors, will offer you signs and symbols, and hopefully really good aha moments that are going to be exactly what you need to let the shit go. So anyways, don't make any rash moves in your life per se, because this is all an inside job. So do nothing until you're calm and centered in your mind externally, okay? So as you're doing the shadow work, and maybe you have a support system around you that you could just say, listen, you guys, like, I'm going to be doing my shadow work this weekend. And, if I act a little odd, it's because of that. Just know that I'm doing that. Don't take it personal. I don't know. That would be awesome if you could do that. Because you don't really want to continue. You don't really want to ever say anything until you're clear and calm down. Like, that rage in the moment, it's not going to work. It's not going to work for you. Okay, I'm going to shuffle and clear this deck. And I'm going to see if we can head out of here with some more solutions or more light. But hey, okay, this one just jumped out. I'm probably going to just butcher this word. It's Agapanthus. This flower is amazing. The message, I get this card a lot. The message is one of impeccability. Agapanthus. Where is my robot? This is an Egyptian woman. Looks like Isis or Hathor. She is standing in front of a dawn sky with just, oh my gosh, her posture is amazing. It just gently says impeccability, right? So as I'm saying, like, don't say anything until you're clear and you're sure, she's coming through to be like, absolutely, like, make sure that you, as Black-Eyed Susan is on the other side of the deck, stay grounded, and stay centered, and don't do anything that, I want to say, like, if it's not going to make you proud to do, try to just hold back on that. Like, yeah, you're dealing with your shadow. Doesn't mean that you have to be a raging lunatic. Like, you can still go about this in an amazingly beautiful, impeccable, respectful way. Because, God, if you embarrass yourself, you're just going to create another shadow for yourself. So be impeccable. Black-eyed Susan is a tree woman. She is standing in front of growing in front of some black-eyed Susans. She is also going within. Yeah, her eyes are closed. Her branches are coming out of her hair. This is an amazing card, you guys. But she has a message to get grounded. Okay? So this is wonderful. And it's diagonal. It is diagonally laid out across from Lily. So Lily is saying, like, go up, go higher, ask for help. Black-eyed Susan is coming through now to balance that. She's like, yeah, but ground your energy into Gaia. As you ask for help in the higher realms, ground your energy into Earth Mother. And so you can do this emotional work with your feet on the ground. Okay, last card, everybody. I'm just going to put the deck down and cut it in the middle so that, oh, it cut way at the top with Hyacinth. Okay, awesome. Awesome. And I'm putting the deck away. Putting the deck away, or this is going to turn into an afternoon show. So Hyacinth is irresistible attraction. Okay, here's how I see this. And it's these beautiful violet flowers. We're ending with this lighted green. We got a honeybee coming on the hyacinth. Just irresistible attraction, right? When we attune to our shadow, when we heal ourselves, when we clean up our energy, we are going to become irresistible to the energy that we are a match to. See, everything in your life right now, everything in my life right now, I have drawn to me. You have drawn to you. So if you like it, cool, then don't change anything. But if you would like it to improve or be different or more exciting or more loving or whatever it is, you do this with changing your energy. And then you don't even have to try to bring in the friend circle, the life circle that you want. It is pulled to you. Your opportunities can't stay away from you, right? Success, prosperity, wealth, abundance, bam, 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 it comes to you. But it's your energy that does this, not your actions, and you don't force things to happen. You allow them to happen with your energy. So I love, love, love that we are ending like this. That feels good to me because it's the best reminder that we can have any day of the week, right? To pull things in with our energy, be an energetic magnet. All right, let's look in the book real quick, and we'll just have a little more insight with these cards before we wrap it up. All right, so agapanthus, that's the word I was drowning in. Agapanthus is the flower that says to be impeccable. So agapanthus, you know, she could also mean confidence, elegance, excellence. She could represent authority, intelligence, intuition, and inner knowing. So agapanthus is definitely a message for us that we are on a path of self-mastery, the knowledge of our own divinity. That's where you're at now. It's time to do your inner work. And it was so sweet for Black-eyed Susan to come in and say to get grounded. So let's see what else she may want to mean. Let's see where she's hiding. She doesn't really hide in my garden. She's trying to take over. And she's great. I love her. So black-eyed Susan can also mean, she wants us to cleanse and release, right? So we want to attend to our shadow. Let's say this weekend. This could be our weekend, our weekend warrior mission is to attend to our shadow. Or right now, start right now, cleansing and clearing, connecting with transitioned ones. She has that message. She has the message of grounding, integration, and mediumship. Wow. So it says here, the answer to your question involves becoming still for a moment and connecting with the ancient, nourishing energy of our loving and beloved Earth Mother. Feel your roots going deeply into the ground and drawing precious spiritual sustenance and serenity into your body and aura. Imagine the feel of the cool, dark, moist, nutrient-rich earth as it surrounds and encompasses your entire body. Allow yourself to relax into this feeling of being cradled and caressed, and allow all worries and frenetic thinking to dissolve. Oh my God, I can't read anymore. So then it's saying, then come into awareness of your human body and just let yourself be held. Like, feel weightless for a minute, okay? You're being held by the ground beneath you. And you can focus on your root chakra, your womb area, and feel your connection to the womb of the planet. And notice that in that creative center, you possess access to all of the Earth Goddess's wisdom, serenity, and love. So that is a wonderful thing that you can do. If you feel tension in your body while you're doing this, just allow your deep breathing to move into it and release it. Because we hold our mental tensions in our body, so you could actually feel some tension. If your tension or worry doesn't dissolve immediately, smile to it, say yes to it, and allow it to be as it is. So just as we're going to feel our feelings as we do our shadow work, if some of these feelings manifest into physical sensations, feel into them, say yes to them, allow them, smile at them, just let them be as they are. They just want acknowledged, and relax and trust that you are perfectly supported in all ways. So that's a beautiful meditation to do. And if you really get into your shadow work, you're going to need to know how to access all the support from Gaia, from the higher realms, all of that. Okay, let's see if Hyacinth has anything else to say. It is all about irresistible attraction, abundance and luxury, attracting gifts. It's all about charm, irresistibility, glamour, and influence. So shout out to your life. Once you start doing this work, you're gonna influence everyone around you. Even if you don't say anything to anyone, you can still definitely make a mark, make an impact on everyone's life. So you will become an influencer as you increase your energetic quotient, to say, because you're doing your work, you're doing your shadow work, you're bringing in light, you're feeling good, you're being positive. You're going to attract good things to you and inspire others to do the same. And that is worthy, right? Being like, you're not just doing this for the highest good of you, but for the all, for everyone. When you do energetic work, all right, I'm going to put the book down. I'm just going to chat. Okay, when you do energetic work, it helps heal the earth. It helps heal everyone around you, because there's this thing called collective consciousness. We're all connected. So if you do your healing work, you're helping other people heal by setting the example and just putting that energy out there. Like I'd mentioned yesterday, I'm reading the book, Making Love to God. I know I still am rolling my eyes while I say that. But it was talking last night about how poisonous our negative thinking is. Like you're either spewing positivity or poisontivity. You're either don't be spewing that poisontivity, yo. Don't be releasing negativity out into the ethers. The thoughts that you think do not just stay in your head. They go out into the energetic fields. So isn't that such good motivation to clean up your act and do good work? And, just that's where that saying came, be the change that you want to see in the world. Yeah, because that's how you literally make it happen, by being it. So thank you, Hyacinth, for that reminder. That is so awesome. And, something that you may or may not know about me, this year, 131 days ago, I started doing the lessons of A Course in Miracles, and kind of not as reluctantly as I was when I ordered Making Love to God, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to, but I'm so happy that I'm doing it, because it's helping me do my work too. It's helping me break down limiting belief systems. If you haven't heard of A Course in Miracles, certainly worth checking out. But anyways, the lesson today, lesson 131, is no one can fail who seeks to reach the truth. So that's pretty cool to wrap your head around. No one can fail who seeks to reach the truth. So I haven't read the whole lesson yet, but don't think that this shadow work is going to be in vain. Like, if you reach for the truth, you're going to succeed. You're not going to fail. So whatever work you are doing, commend yourself on, feel supported, ask for clarity, look for that new perspective, look for the magic in this, look for the magic in your life. And if you make a commitment, do impeccable work for yourself, everything's gonna be, I want to say great, but maybe that's an overused, redundant word. Everything is going to be worthwhile in a beautiful way. All your effort, all your attending is going to blossom into something beautiful for your soul and your realization upon this earth. So dang, there we have it. I hope you have a great day. I still don't know if I'm going to record on the weekends or not. Like, I was kind of talking to myself about that this morning, and basically kind of what I thought was, why not? Like, why not get up for something every day and do it for you, right? Just do it. Why not? So anyways, we may or may not meet again in 1 day or 3 days. Anyways, take care and good luck doing your shadow work.